Hello, good morning. You catch me trying to open my eyes and just checking to see if the room's all in. How are you? Welcome to the Advent calendar first window. So for those of you who have only discovered this class by clicking open the 1st of December, hello. I'm Sarah Tagg, I'm one of the instructors, and for those of you who are my regulars, welcome back. As you can see, we're just starting to make this a little bit more festive. I know, normally I don't even think about decorations till the 20th of December, but anything that lights the way at the moment is a good thing. So, how are we feeling? Are we good? I hope so. If you're not feeling well, if you've got an injury, probably. If you're not feeling well, definitely. Today is not your day for doing this class. So make yourself a cup of tea. Feel free to stay with us though. It's not the sort of class we want to be doing if we're feeling ill. And in fact, is any class the sort of class you want to be doing, particularly if you've got a fever? I'm hoping you've got access to water and also just making sure you've got a safe space to work in. We don't need a big space, but as long as you can just be aware of what's around you, that will be tip top. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, possibly a dining style chair if you're not a fan of squats and you'd like to do your leg strength exercises using the chair. So that's all you need. I don't even have to have the light weights today, but if you do like to, do a little bit of work, you can use some tins or your little 1 kilo dumbbells because we are going to be bringing in some arm circles. So what else have I got to tell you? Well, you know it's December. Well, you might not, but it's December. Woo! It's the 1st of December, and we are going to have a lovely session. The sky is blue outside, so I'm feeling tip-top. It's all built in with the weather. So we're going to find a nice, comfortable space. We're going to just use this warm-up, and it is an extended warm-up for those of you who haven't done it before. So, once we get, over 40, over 45, our body takes longer to get going. Okay, so we just need a slightly extended warm-up so that when we hit the main section, we're ready to go. Now, we're just going to take a little bit of a walk on the spot because I want to show you how easy it is to do this session in a seated position too. So can you see me there? Maybe I need to move my chair up a bit. So if we're going to do this seated, what I'd like you to think about is not just sitting back and doing it. So here the legs are working, but nothing else. So we need to lift the chest and just gently walk forward. So we're in that front half of the chair. Everything we can do in this chair, every single thing. Okay, so I'm going to do it standing, but I just want you to be aware that it's not cheating and you can do it. It's a great option. So we're just taking a little gentle walk on the spot here, and then we're going to steady those feet. We're going to take the feet about hip width apart. We're just going to take the shoulders up and the shoulders down. And as the shoulders come down, let's just take a little tiny knee bend. So as we lift the shoulders up, there's a little straightening of the legs, tiny little knee bend. It's certainly not a squat. It's just a softening of those knees. Good. All right, we're cooking on gas here. Now we're going to relax those shoulders down and we're going to take some little taps forwards. So we're just going to push that big toe towards the floor in front of us. Just push that big toe towards the floor in front of us. That's super. So we're warming up the ankles as well as just getting the legs moving, just starting to kick in. Now we're going to take the heel to that definite spot on the carpet in front of us. Okay, so we're just tapping that heel down, tapping that heel down. Good. So while we're doing this, what are we doing with this trunk? Well, we're keeping the shoulders relaxed, nice long spine, chest is lifted. That's good. Now bring the feet in. Let's take some little taps out to the side. So we're in our little imaginary studio. So imagine we're in a little dance studio in your home and we're just standing really nice and tall. And while we're doing these little taps, let's see if we can take some circles with these shoulders. Good. Nice circles with these shoulders. We're not overdoing it. just finding your range. Fabulous. Okay, so we've just started the warm-up. If you've joined us, and we're going to go back to those little taps in front. So while we're here, let's just see if we can do something for these hands and wrists. So we're going to make a fist. I'm going to come a little bit closer. I'm still keeping my feet moving. And then we're just going to really stretch out those fingers. So we're going to make a fist and we're going to stretch them out. We're going to do one more of those. And we're going to open out those hands, and then we're going to take those feet a little bit wider maybe than hip width apart. Try not to lean forwards, okay? See if you can just draw that bottom in, lift the chest, soften those knees. And we're going to take those little side bends. So we're not leaning forwards or backwards. We're just gently warming up that lower back. It's one of the bonuses I always think about doing this at home and online is that we're not tempted to copy other people in the class. So that's about the only bonus I can think of. Okay, especially if you're social. But actually, there is something lovely about just being able to get up, switch on, not have to go anywhere. But I miss your faces. But the nice thing is you can really use it as an opportunity to listen into your body. And if there's pain or discomfort, you can just avoid going too far. And then we're going to take those little taps behind us. So just like we did before, we just tap in behind us, keeping that nice long body, little squeeze at the bottom. And we just let those arms swing a little bit, shall we? Just really let those shoulders and arms relax. That's good. Great stuff. Just really let those shoulders and arms relax. And then we're going to bring it in, and we're just going to, again, make sure we feel balanced, make sure that bottom's in, and we're going to bring these arms underneath the chest. My little cheeky pigeon is here again. And we're going to take a little twist one way, come back to center. Just on that sloping roof, there's a Velux window, and this little pigeon spends a lot of time watching us. That's all I can say. Not bothered at all if I try and shoo him away. So this is all about keeping those hips facing forwards. Just see if you can just draw that bottom under. Good. So we're not sticking the bottom out. We're not putting strain on that lower back, and we're warming up that mid part of the spine. And then let's let those arms go again. Good work, guys. So how are we feeling? It's a really good opportunity just to check in, see how you're doing, and just make sure that you know how the body is today. So if you're finding this already a bit challenging, you might want to take it a bit easier. If you're thinking, come on, get on with it, Sarah Tagg, then you might be ready to challenge yourself a little bit more today. Now, from these toe taps, let's see if we can just pick these knees up a little bit. So we're just getting these hips warmed up. And when these knees come up, just be aware of what happens here. Do you tend to do this or this? See if we can keep that trunk really nice and stable. Good. Let's go back to that walk on the spot. So let's see if we can bring the arms in a little bit now. So if any of the exercises feel in any way wrong today, or you think, I'm really tired, but we've got another 30 seconds, just come back to this walk on the spot. You can walk on the spot sitting in the chair. We can walk on the spot standing up. So this can be your recovery, and then you can go back into the exercises. Or if it's just that something doesn't suit you, you can make it part of your workout but know that you're happy with it. And if there's something else you prefer to do instead of walk on the spot, that's fine too. All right then, guys, let's see if we can take those taps out to the side, make them ever so slightly bigger than we did to start off with, ever so slightly bigger. So we're just opening out the hips without overdoing it. So if there's pain when you do that, take it a little bit smaller. So if you feel like you're overdoing it, just bring it in a bit, and we'll use repetition rather than force. Good. Now we're going to add a little chest press. So from that W position, I'm going to show you from this angle. We're just going to push the hands away from the chest, little bit like a press up or a wall press without any resistance. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to bring these arms in, walk it out, and we're going to take a little circle with this elbow. So we're going to gradually build the range. For some of us, we need to stay in this smaller circle. For some of us, we may be able to make those circles a little bit bigger. But let's just do it one circle at a time, gradually increasing that range. And then we're just going to see if we can bring the arms out just below shoulder level. Now, if that hurts the shoulders, I want you to bring the arms forwards a little bit more rather than out to the side, okay? Maybe not as high, out and in. We're going to take one more out, and then we're just going to gently bring those hands behind you. We're going to see if we can just touch those fingers, draw the hands away from the shoulders. That's good. And then we're going to release, shake those arms out. Great stuff, guys. Now, we're going to bring the feet in. We're going to practice some side steps. So I'm just going to do single steps this way. We're going to step, bring this foot across, and then step back. Good. We're going to step across and step across. Notice you're lifting that inner foot or that foot to come next to the other one, not banging the feet together. And then we're going to hold it there. Let's take the feet just a little bit wider. And then we're going to just gently bend the knees and just squeeze the heel behind you. So if we get sore knees, we're just going to be a little bit careful about the range. We'll keep the range a little bit smaller. Just make sure we're not throwing that back out here. Keep that strong trunk. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, guys, and we're going to take this little pedal. So it's one heel at a time, that jogger's walk, and we're really giving those ankles and calf muscles a good warm up. So while we're doing this, we're going to see if we can make a fist open out those fingers. Brilliant. We're going to do 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, bring it down. Take that foot behind you. Press the heel of that back foot to the floor just for a few seconds. Bring it up and in. And we'll do the same on the other side. Press that heel to the floor. Few seconds. Bring it up and in. We'll go back to those knee lifts. Good. So how are we doing here? Keeping the pace nice and steady because we're warming up. But if you feel that breath coming a little bit faster or maybe too fast, just slow it down a little bit. Maybe make the range a bit smaller, okay? Put less stress and your breathing will come back under control. Or just walk on the spot. Now let's bring it in. We're going to see if we can take opposite hand to opposite knee, okay? Opposite hand to opposite knee. Little bit of rotation, but keep that chest lifted. Bring it down back to that little pedal. So from this pedal, we're going to take a chest press. And then we're going to see if we can just, from the W position, reach up. Good. So we've got those feet moving. Okay, walk on the spot if the pedal doesn't suit you. And we're just going a little bit further each time, just listening to your range. So don't worry if you can't go as high as you'd like. Just take it to your range, and then we're going to roll the shoulders, walk it out. So while these feet are moving, if you can, walk this hand over the shoulder, give yourself a little pat on the back. We can support that hand just for a few seconds if you like. And then we're going to release, roll, do the same on the other side. So walk that hand over the shoulder. We can support this if you like. And then we're going to release, and we're going to take that little roll of the shoulders. And then we're going to see if we can just bring those arms out. We're going to reach up to the ceiling and either bring those arms out to the side or bring them down this way. So we're going to reach and bring it down. Let's see if we can breathe in, breathe out, and just hold it there, guys. So we're going to take these little taps forwards, okay? And slow it down till we can leave one foot there, sink down into that little stretch for the back of the thigh, bring it up, walk it out. Let's do the same on the other side. So that heel forwards, just hinging at the hips, pushing that bottom away from you towards the wall behind you, bringing it up and walking it out again. So let's go back to those little knee bends. We're going to add a little pulse behind us, if you can. So we're just pushing those arms behind us, pushing those arms behind us. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're just going to take those feet into a mini squat position, and we're going to do some mini squats. So those arms not shoulder level, but just in front of you for balance, as if you were about to sit down, okay? But you're going to change your mind, okay? Oh, no, I'm not going to sit down yet. I'm going to go and get myself a little cup of tea, and then I'll sit down. So little mini squats, good. Now we're going to walk it out. Brilliant. So you know your body. So if those squats aren't working for you today, your alternative today, keep walking, guys. Your alternative today is either going to be some sit to stands, okay, or we can do some little leg extensions instead, okay? So we're just going to straighten the leg, making these muscles work. Okay, let's punch it out, guys. Let's punch it forwards. Woo. Let's punch it up. Let's punch it forwards. Let's punch it down. Good. Can anyone give me to the side? Forwards. To the other side. Forwards. And then just let those arms go. Okay. So we are going to take those side taps with the forward raise. Good. We're going to take a chest press with the side taps. Coordination here. Just march it out if you need to. We're going to take some shoulder raises. We're going to do 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, guys. Just bring it down. Have some water. Are we feeling warmed up? Are we ready to go? Good. Remember, if anything gets too much at any time, we've got options. We slow it down, take the arm movement out, or, okay, we can actually do it seated, or we can go just to walk on the spot till you feel ready to join in. So on that scale of 1 to 10, we shouldn't be going over a 7. Fairly hard, but not massively. So I'm going to start the stopwatch. Okay, we've got about 45 seconds on each activity, about 45 seconds. So when you've had a sip of water, come back to that walking on the spot. We're going to get the music going. Are you ready? She says, I hope the music's going. Now we're going to start with something that we did in the warm-up, little toe taps. We're going to add that bicep curl. Good, so from the warm-up into this 45 seconds to a minute of bicep curls. What we're going to do is have about 10 seconds of walking on the spot between each exercise. Good. Now, if you want to carry on with the exercise and not walk on the spot, that's fine. Go straight into the next one. Good. So we've got that really nice, strong trunk. You're looking good. Okay, we're going to feel great at the end of this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk it out. Now the next little exercise is going to be those taps to the side. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. Change the arms if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Tap in. Good. Tap. Lovely. So remember, we don't have to take the arms too high. Good. Now, you can speed it up if you want to work a little bit harder. You can change the arms or you can take the arms out. Okay, so it's not quite as challenging on that breath if you take the arms out. Great work, guys. How are we doing? Good work, guys. Okay, just a few more seconds of this. I'm going too fast. I'm going to slow it down, but you go at your pace, okay? We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to walk it out. Now, this walk can be just nice and gentle. Recovery can actually be quite active if you want to work harder. Okay, so we're going to go for those hamstring curls, those little heel squeezes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good. So, just getting used to the leg movement. Squeezing those heels towards the bottom, knees pointing down towards the floor. Now, if you want to make it harder, we're going to just take those arms, again, not too high. You can take some little rows. Good. So we're drawing those elbows behind you, really using those upper back muscles. That's great, guys. Okay, you are on fire. It's amazing, isn't it? You can feel almost every part of your body working with this one. Good. So we've got another 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Remember, we can do a recovery walk. We can do a more active walk. Up to you. Now, we're going to do a little bit of work on that upper body. My lights are in the way. We're going to do press-ups against the wall. Are we ready? I'll do it on this wall. So hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Good. Now, if this hurts your neck, just make sure you've got just almost like a tangerine. Imagine you've got a tangerine between your chin and your chest. And just keep that little gap. Try not to lift the chest and the chin to that happens. Okay, so keep that chin nice and parallel to the floor. Brilliant. How are we doing? Don't forget to breathe out, friends. Don't forget to breathe out. So, and keep that little tangerine between your chin and the chest. Remember, we can walk it out if it gets too much. Okay, walk it out, guys. Great work. Now, coming up next, so those little taps behind us, if you can, that forward raise, it's the backward lunge. Off we go. Good. I'm just going to go taps to start with. Now, again, we can make it harder by going faster. We can make it harder by making these movements bigger and using arms and legs, strong trunk there. We can calm it down a bit by taking the arms out a bit. We can calm it down a bit by making the range smaller. And we can slow it down. Okay, so find your rhythm. Oh, my neck's hit. Next, let's turn to the side. Brilliant. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Now, we're going to do some single side steps. I'm going to go this way. So we're going to walk it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step. Okay, so we've got these little side steps. Now we can make the range smaller. We can make the range bigger. Notice if the range is bigger, you almost have to slow it down. Good. So if we're going bigger, see if you can imagine stepping over something. Step the outside of that foot. Good, you can really feel it in the hips. So if the hips get sore, just make the range smaller again. Brilliant, guys. Do what you want with these hands. Good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, walk it out. Brilliant exercise there. Now, we're going to see if we can take that little punch forwards with the arms. Are you ready? Let's go. Good. Now, you can walk where you like with this one. You can punch where you like. You can punch up. You can punch forwards. You can punch to the side, forwards, to the other side. It's up to you. So you just do what makes you feel comfortable. Keep those feet moving. And if you prefer, you can punch the tins. I just find I like to just go freestyle. Brilliant, guys. Keep those arms moving. Keep those legs moving. You can slow it down if you need to. Good. Okay, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Slow it down. We're going into those squats. So feet at least hip width apart. We're going to come down. Okay, now make sure as you come down, those heels stay glued to the floor. Drop that bottom behind your heels. Squeeze that bottom on the way up. If you want to use the chair, we can use the chair, okay? Really helps if you feel a bit nervous about that sitting back. Good. Let's power it up. Squeeze that bottom at the top. Brilliant. Remember, you've got this option. Leg extensions. It can go either squats and sit to start. Good. Brilliant leg strength, guys. So this is the exercise that's going to help with your knees, with your hips. You're going up and down hills, up and down steps, in and out of chairs. Walk it out. It's a magic exercise. And all we're going to make sure of is that we keep those knees in alignment. All right. What's next? Double side steps. There's no end to these games. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. We're going to step, step, and back. Step, step. Okay, let's add some arms, shall we? Wash those windows. If you prefer, we can think about making some circles with the elbows. Good. Brilliant, guys. How are we doing? Fantastic. Okay, let's keep it going. If you can, walking out if you need to. Brilliant work. We're going to do 2. Last one. Okay, walk it out, guys. Remember, we can recover or we can make this walk really active. Now, we're going to go into some knee lifts next. Are you ready? So we're just pulling those knees up a little bit higher. We can add the opposite hand tap if you like. Good. Now keep that strong core. See if you can draw this belly button away from the waistband of the trousers. Really activate those core muscles. Keep that strong trunk, and you can walk on the spot if you need to. Oh, a bit of queen. I almost thought, should I do Christmas music like Radio 2? But, oh my goodness, we have got something like 7 or 8 classes before Christmas. We'll have Christmas fatigue. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, guys. Now, we're going to go back to those little toe taps. We're going to add a chest press on the next one. Okay? Good. Let's go. Tap and press. Good. Now keep that nice strong trunk. Super. Now if you want to change the foot movement, you can. If you want to change the arm movement, you can. Good. Okay. Now, the arms are getting quite a lot of work today. You'll notice after the next one. Okay, so I'm going to use this recovery. Push. And you can also think about that slight rowing movement on the way back. Good. Nice relaxed shoulders, guys. Tom's Tagg is here to join in. You can show them what to do with the weights. 3, 2, 1. Okay, just going to walk it out, guys. So what I'm going to get you to do is just roll the shoulders. This is a good one for the shoulders next, Tom. Now, in this one, we're going to see if we can keep the feet moving. Okay, now bring those arms up. If you get sore shoulders, keep the arms here. Okay, but slightly below shoulder level, shoulders drawn away from the ears. We're going to make some circles with these arms. Okay, yeah. Then we're going to go backwards. Right, we've got 25 seconds to go. Ooh, okay. Forwards, let's make those circles a bit bigger if we can. Ooh. Backwards. Make them smaller if you need to. Have a rest if you need to. Okay, smaller. Forwards. 5. Backwards. 4. 3. 2. And hold it there. Okay, shake those arms out, guys. That is our first circuit section. And I'll just ask Queen if I can find the pause button. Well done, guys. Okay, have a little bit of water. Keep your feet moving. Okay, your shoulders may really feel like they've worked out there. So if it was a little bit too much, do not panic. We can just make them smaller or take them out in the next one. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to have to remove a layer. Okay, and just keep the feet moving. So have that little drink. We're having about a minute in between. What we don't want is to have so long that you start to cool down and we have to warm you back up again. So a little bit of recovery. Okay, keep the feet moving so we don't get dizzy. All right, you can sit down to keep your feet moving. That's fine. Great work. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to think about going again? Yes, good work. All right then, I'm going to get the music going. Don't know what we've got next. Okay. And we're going to get the stopwatch. You've got 10 seconds. So come back into place. Come back into place. Nice and tall, nice relaxed shoulders. Let's do it again. This is a really good session for these heart and lungs, mobility, strength, everything. Okay, bicep curls with those toe taps. Hello, Sam. Hello, Sam. Okay. So, we're taking those little toe taps forward. It's got a bit of an injury to the back leg. It's all that soft sandy that's running through. Good, now add that bicep curl if you need. Just stand right where I need to be, Sam. Brilliant. Okay. So, that's it. Okay, settle down, settle down. So we're taking those little bicep curls, toe taps. So it's a nice way to get back into the next one. We're going to walk it out. Now remember, you can walk it quite vigorously. You can make it quite calm. Okay, good. Now, you ready for those side taps? 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, are we going to use the arms as well? Or we're just going to do the legs? It's up to you, but keep that nice strong chest. So if you can imagine creating space between the base of the ribs, top of the pelvis, brilliant way to really stand tall. Good work. All right, we're cooking on gas. This is a brilliant way to start the month. Well done, guys. Okay, 3. Oh, no, we've got a little bit more. Okay, now it's 3, 2, 1. Okay, walk it out. Now, do you remember the hamstring curls? So choose something different if it doesn't work for you. Slightly wider feet than normal. Good. Now we're squeezing those heels towards the bottom. Think about keeping tall. Think about really lifting that chest and not arching the back or overarching. Now, ready for that row. So this is still working those back muscles. Good. And if you do want to work your upper back muscles, these sort of movements in your own time, not necessarily the legs, but this rowing action is brilliant. If you've got a resistance band, and I know I'm sending a couple of you some, I've had permission. Brilliant. Okay, keep it going, but keep those shoulders nice and relaxed, away from the ears. Take the arms out if it gets too much. Good. All right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Roll those shoulders. Now, how about press-ups? Ready? Good. So remember, the further the feet are away from the wall, it's going to be more challenging. Make sure that nose is coming over the top of the fingertips. Okay, hands up who's holding their breath. Okay, that's good. No, it's not good to hold your breath. Just, it's good to be aware. Breathe out, guys. Breathe out. Okay. Stop if you need to at any time, but just keep those feet moving. Keep those feet moving if you stop. Keep those feet moving. That's good. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. You've got it. Last one. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, come back to me. We're going to walk it out. Shake those arms out. Shake those arms out. They've worked hard today so far. Now, tapping behind, you ready? Remember, we can add the arms or just the legs. I'm going to go a little bit faster, you ready? Brilliant, guys. So we still got those shoulders nice and relaxed. Chest still lifted. Superb. Got a sort of 80s mix today. Nothing from the present. Thank you very much. You don't need reminding. Okay. This is good, guys. Remember, if that breath comes too fast, we're just going to take the arms out. You can let them hang. We're just going with the taps. Okay, if you don't like that arm movement, you can do what you like. I've got no coordination. Okay, let's walk it out. Brilliant. Okay, now, coming up, side steps. I'm going to go this way. Are you ready? Good. So, find your rhythm. So, I could be sort of going a little bit too fast, a little bit too slow. So, just think about what feels right for you. Okay? You can add the arms. I'm going to focus on the legs. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to imagine I'm just stepping over something. Very good for balance. Good for hip strength. Fantastic, guys. Okay. Cook it on gas. Brilliant. So, we're just stepping over that imaginary little step. Good. Okay, we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's walk it out. So remember, we've got the recovery walk. You've got the more active walk. Up to you what you choose, but do keep those feet moving. Right, now, what's next? March and punch. Get those punching arms ready. Good. Have a think about who you'd like in front of you. Remember, it's not real, so you can have whoever you want. I've got a little bit of an idea. No one from Cardigan. Okay. Or Ceredigion for that matter. Or even from Wales. Brilliant. Good. So, just find that movement that works for you. Can be low, can be high, can be side, can be down below. Good. Good. Just watch we're not locking out the elbows. Okay. Now we're going to relax. Let those arms go. Instead of a little walk on the spot, just let those arms swim. Now, you're ready for those leg stretches. So, find that squat position. Keep that chest lifted. Drop those hips. Keep those knees in line with that big toe. Good. Or that second toe. If you don't like the feeling of this, make it smaller. Okay. And if you like, I can send you so much information on how to really gently build up to these. But we can keep them gentle. Brilliant. Remember, all we have to do, glue those heels to the floor, push into the heels, squeeze that bottom. Good work, guys. Okay, if you need to have a little rest, have a little rest. Back to it. Down. Good. Excellent. Keep that chest lifted. Brilliant, guys. Okay, last one. Walk it out. Little recovery walk for me there. Roll my sleeves up. Now, let's go into those double side steps next. So just find yourself a little bit of space. We're going to see if we can. 3, 2, 1. Step together, and back. I've obviously planned my music from the Footloose film tonight. Good. Now, should we add those window washing arms? Good. Now we're going to go a little bit faster. Are you ready? No rhythm. Me, not you. Good. So we're almost making circles with those elbows. Good. Fantastic, guys. Walk it out. We've only got 3 more exercises. Hang on in there, guys. You've done really well. So we're going to go into those knee lifts. So if we want to work a little bit harder, we can push those arms up. Keep that chest lifted. Okay, all depends on shoulders, how they're feeling, how that breathing's feeling. Great work, guys. Keep it up. We're almost there. We're almost there. Keep drawing that tummy button away from the waistband of the trousers. Good. Take those arms out if we need to. Lovely. Okay. Let's see how many more knee lifts we can do in 10 seconds. About 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk it out. Now, we got that chest press with the taps, but do remember what comes after that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're going to tap. Now, only if you feel comfortable, we're going to add those arms. Great work, guys. Keep that nice, strong trunk. Fantastic. Now, if it gets too much, just move the arms. Keep the toes tapping. You can do it. You can do it. We can do it from the chair. We can do it from the chair. Good. Do everything from this chair. Great work, guys. And I can tell you, I am not slowing down seated. My breath is still coming a little bit faster. 3, 2, 1. Okay, walk it out, guys. So get ready for those arm circles. If they didn't suit you last time, think of something you'd like to do instead, okay? Now, let's keep that chest lifted. Feet moving. We're going to go forwards. When we did this last time, my son who's 13 was joining in with us. And he said, that is hard. Okay. Backwards. But keep those shoulders. If the shoulders are here, it's going to hurt. So draw the shoulder blades down the back. Draw, let those shoulders fall away from the ears. Forwards. A little bit faster and smaller. Backwards. Okay. Forwards. There, your pace now. Backwards. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my shoulders. Shake it out, guys. Shake it out. Just take some little steps. Roll those shoulders a little bit. We are done. I think, yeah, we are done. You're on fire today. I can feel the energy coming through the screen from you all. Brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to slow it down. Have a little bit of water. Have a little bit of water. Great work. Great job. Okay. Whatever you do for the rest of the day, you have banked a session that's given your heart and lungs some aerobic work. You've given your muscles some strengthening. Your joints have been moving through their full range. So whatever you do today, you can just say, yeah, I've banked a really good session there. Okay, and it's going to have a positive effect on you today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Right, so let's see if we can take that little pedal. Brilliant work, guys, really good. We're going to just squeeze those shoulders up to the ears, relax them down. Squeeze them up and relax them down. Great. And we're just squeezing up and relaxing them down. Lovely. Now, let's just see if we can take those little heel digs. So if you need to hold on to something because we're slowing things down a little bit, sometimes it affects the balance. Balance is much harder when we slow everything down. So if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Okay, some support. And then let's just slow down those taps to the side. So it's a little bit like we were doing at the start. We start slowly, gradually build the pace. So in the cool down, We take that paced movement, gradually slow it down. Good. So we give that heart a chance to come back to a more normal rhythm. And then it's also an opportunity for us to just cool down, bring ourselves back to the real world. Now, what we're going to do with this step, we're just going to open this chest a little bit. So see if you can relax the shoulders. So it's not there, it's just opening this chest. So we want to feel a little bit of an opening here. Then we're going to bring those arms in and we're going to open again. So when we come in, I'm going to get you to bend the knees a little bit. When we open, we're going to straighten the legs a little bit. Okay, so a little bend of the knees, little open. Good. Now let's just see if we can bring those arms up. Stretch up. Okay. Breath in. And if anything hurts or gives you pain, don't do it. And then we're just going to come breath out. Lovely. Now we're going to see if we can just relax those arms now. Take those taps behind us. Take those taps behind us. Open out those hips. Great stuff. Open out those hips. Brilliant. Open out those hips. Superb, guys. And then we're just going to see if we can leave one foot behind us and come into that calf stretch. So let's stretch out the calf muscles. Press the heel of that back foot to the floor. Remember our clock face that we like to put the back foot in. So we want the heel at 6, the big toe at 12. And then we're going to lift, bring it in, just move the feet a little bit. My heart rate isn't quite back to normal. So if we're sort of still thinking that we need to keep those feet moving, it's really important so we don't start to feel ill. And then we'll bring it in. Good. Let's see if we can just reach up with this arm. Bring it down. And we're going to see if we can reach up with this arm. Lovely. And then we're going to steady the feet. We're going to see if we can just reach over this shoulder. Just see how far down we can. Just walk those fingertips down the back, and then we're going to support this arm. So think about what this head is doing. Sometimes we sort of do this to get the maximum range. See if we can look straight ahead, and then we're getting that lovely flexibility for the shoulders and the backs of the arms. And then we're going to release, shake it out a little bit, move the feet, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So you can either walk it over, you can reach over, whatever works for you. Nice soft knees. Nice strong trunk. Good work, guys. And then we're going to release, and again, just shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. See if we can think about the backs of those thighs. So we're going to take a small step in front of us, use that supporting thigh just to support the upper body, and we're going to just hinge at the hips, feel that stretch down the back of the straight leg. Now let's come out of it, go back in on the same leg. So right keen on flexibility for the hamstring group of muscles. You'll feel it in the calf as well. Okay, but the major muscle group we're focusing on is back of the thigh. And then we're going to come all the way up. Again, let's move the feet. Let's do the same on the other side. So be ready. We're going to come in once, breathe out, hold for a few seconds, nice long back. And then we're going to come out, come back down. You may find you can go a little bit further, but don't worry if you can't. It's all about listening to your body. There's no hard, fast rule, apart from nice long back. Okay, bring it up. And then we just take those little steps. Circle the wrists a little bit. Brilliant work. Okay, now, what have we got yet to stretch out? I'd like to do a little bit on the front of the thighs and a little bit more for the chest and the front of the shoulders. So if we can, guys, we're just going to see if we can bring these arms up. We're going to reach up. We're going to breathe out. I'm going to just draw those shoulder blades down the back. Then we're going to gently just draw the fingertips one way, come back to center, draw the fingertips the other way, come back to center. And then we're going to see if we can bring these hands down. So as if you were hugging a nice big ball just into the rib cage. And then we're going to interlock those fingers, drop that chin to the chest, draw that tummy button in and just gently push those hands away from center. So you'll feel a little stretch in the back. Now we're going to just see if we can open up these hands, lift the chest, bring those hands around to the base of the spine. We're going to just gently draw those shoulder blades together, draw those elbows together. Good. And then we're going to release, shake it out, roll those shoulders. So really nice stretch the chest and the upper back there. So we'll need some support for the next one. We're going to just take a little bit of an arm circle with this arm. You can do straight arm. I'm just taking those elbows a little bit bent, just opening out that chest and shoulders. Then we're going to hold onto our wall or our sturdy piece of furniture. We're going to bend at the knee and stretch out these quadricep group of muscles in the front of the thigh. Good. So we can hold onto the back of the trouser leg. You might find you're flex enough to hold onto the front of the trainer. Lift that chest, just gently tuck that bottom under. Good. Breathe out. And then we're going to release. We're going to do the same on the other side. So if you've got a chair and you find it difficult, you may find putting your foot on the chair like this really works for this stretch. Okay, you can also maybe use a towel or something to hold on to it. Otherwise, good. Now we're just going to stand nice and tall, feel that lovely stretch, and then we're going to release, bring it back down. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Now, we're going to finish with a little stretch for the head and neck. So we're going to look towards the shoulder, and then we're going to take this hand, and we're taking it just to the top of the head, very, very gently, drawing that head so we're looking towards the hip, keeping the shoulders as relaxed as you can. And then we're going to gently let go, return that head back to center, bring that arm down. So again, this is all very gentle, because the last thing we want to do is pull a muscle in your neck. So it's all about just gently, gently stretching it out. Look towards that hip. And then again, gently returning back. We're going to take a little roll of those shoulders. We're going to breathe out. And then we're going to take that breath in. And breath out. Breath in. I'm going to slow that breath out down. Breath in. Give those feet a little wiggle. Give those arms a little shake. Bring yourself, sometimes after the sort of breathing techniques, you almost have to bring yourself back into the room a little bit by just waking up a little bit, particularly if it affected you. So I like to wiggle my toes and wiggle my fingers. So great work today, guys. Really special session. I thought you did fantastically. So keep up the good work. December, difficult month. It's getting darker all the time, but see if you can just keep moving, keep as active as you can. Think about, maybe maintaining your fitness rather than improving it this time of year, and just do what you can. But if you can't, don't beat yourself up about it. It's all fine. Just try and keep moving. Anyway, have a cup of tea. Enjoy the rest of the Advent calendar. I'll see you on Friday. I'm thinking about a new Christmas decoration for every class. There's no end to my Christmas spirit. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.